217 BC. Hannibal's army is trapped in the Arno Marshes. Imagine walking for days through a swamp that wants to swallow you alive. Men are drowning while standing, exhausted, hungry, barely alive. At the front rides Hannibal himself, gripping the reins of the last surviving war elephant. His right eye is swollen shut, infected, throbbing with agony. He doesn't stop. He doesn't scream. He simply marches forward. Why? Because speed is war's deadliest weapon. Cut to map, Roman roads and marshes. Rome's consul guards the easy path, confident no army could survive the marshes. Hannibal's men cross anyway, bypassing fortifications, leaving the Romans exposed, horrified and unprepared. But to understand Hannibal, we must go back 20 years to a boy in Carthage. At 9 years old, he placed his hand on a sacrificial victim and swore a vow. I will use fire and steel to destroy Rome. Raised on battlefields, Hannibal learned loyalty, endurance, and the art of war by living it. He could discuss philosophy one moment, command carnage the next. Snow, ice, soldiers struggling. Turn in BC. Hannibal decides to do the impossible. Cross the Alps with 50,000 men, 9,000 cavalry, and 37 elephants. Ice, hostile tribes, avalanches, starvation. Every step a gamble with death. He engineered solutions on the fly. Landslides block the path. Burnstones red hot, pour vinegar on them, shatter the rock. Step by step, he brought his army through hell. 15 days later, they emerge, exhausted. Half their numbers lost. But Rome never expected them in the Po Valley. Turn BC, Hannibal sets a trap. Fog blankets the valley. Roman legions march blind into an ambush. Thousands die drowning or pierced by spears. By the end of the day, 15,000 Romans are dead. But Hannibal's greatest test comes at Cannae. 216 BC, outnumbered 2.1, he arranges his forces in a crescent, weak center, elite wings. The Romans charge and walk into a perfect trap. The concave formation closes, flanks crush, cavalry hits the rear. 50,000 Romans die in a single afternoon. Rome's army is shattered, Hannibal and the Senate. But Hannibal doesn't march on Rome. He knows a city's walls are another war. Rome rebuilds, adapts, and the young Scipio studies Hannibal's every move. Years later, at Zama, Hannibal faces Scipio. 80 elephants charge, but Scipio anticipates it. Hannibal's own tactics are turned against him. Carthage loses. Hannibal survives but becomes a wandering ghost, shaping the future from the shadows. Silhouette of Hannibal, sunset map showing Rome rising. Rome survives Hannibal but not unchanged. His brilliance forced Rome to evolve into a military superpower. Hannibal may have lost the war, but he won the mind of history itself. Was Hannibal a hero defending his home? Or a monster who sacrificed everything for revenge? One thing is certain, Rome would never forget him.